Hello everybody, let me walk you through the JSM app navigation. This is via the zero code learning applications. Okay, first, how do we launch the JSM app from zero code? Please go to zerocodelearning.com and you would have been given credentials over email. So this is what it will look like. Please go to login. These are my credentials. You would have been shared your credentials. Okay, so we go in. Again, you would have your app set separately, but once you go in, you should see the JSM app, Joint Space Map app. It should look something like this. Please go here and click on launch, and the app will open. Okay, it should take a few seconds, but it will open shortly. So there it is. Once you log in, you will go, the app will open, and basically we've seen how the app opens. This is what it looks like. Okay, examine app layout, input fields and output tabs. Well, this is what the app looks like. These are input fields. We as users will interact with these fields. These are the output tabs. Okay, so data input format, example data sets. Well, there is no data, which is why this is showing empty, but yeah. Okay. Now go to example dataset tab. Two sets of example files have been given. Each example contains a perceptual file and a preference file. So if you go to the example dataset tab, you can see that example 1 and example 2 each have two files. Within each example, you have a perceptual file and a preference file. Please click on this and it will automatically download. In my case, it is going to the downloads folder. You can save it at any convenient place in your local machine. Okay, so these are perceptual and preference files. Okay, everybody has this. Okay, well, now you've downloaded them and saved them on the local drive somewhere. You saved them on the local drive. Okay, now you've downloaded the data. Let us load the data and see the analysis. Okay, so in the field upload perceptual data, load the perceptual file of example 1. I have only downloaded example 1. So you see this field here, perceptual data input, upload. Please click on this. You can navigate to wherever it is. I am basically, this is Office Star Perceptual in my downloads folder, and that is what I have done. Okay, just to do perceptual for now, I will come to preference separately. Okay, now let's see what are the next steps. Go to the data tab and see what the uploaded data look like. Okay, folks, please go to the last tab, data. This is it. This entire file contains this much data. It shows you the data that has been uploaded. Okay, so these are the attributes, these are the brands, these are your, yeah. Okay, now what do we do? Well, let's go back here. Check the output tabs, PCA variance and JSM plot. This is your PCA variance. Well, I will explain this subsequently. This is the main part. It says JSM, but this is actually a perceptual map. The brands are red dots and the attributes are these blue arrows. Okay, so this is the core map that I am going to use. I mean, you can copy and save this if you want. You can use something like a snipping tool and then snip out whatever parts of it that you want and all of that. Okay. All right, let's get back here. Now the perceptual map contains locations of multiple brands, the red dots, and positioned against multiple attributes, which is exactly what we saw, right? The brands, multiple attributes, all projected into a two-dimensional map. So this will be explained in the subsequent analysis. How do you read a map like this? Okay. All right. Now remember, we have uploaded only one of the two example 1 files. It is time to upload the second file, which is the preference file. So let us do that as well. Please go here, browse, go to preference. Okay, this is different from perceptual. Upload it, and we will see this is what it looks like. So I am still in the JSM plot tab. This is what it looks like. So these pink lines that you see, yeah, these represent individual respondent preferences. They are mapped onto the perceptual space. What I will ask you to do next is to use this input tool called scaling factor user, and we will make it. You see, all of this one, for instance, is going outside the map. These are too long. Can I make them? So you go here and let's half it. Okay, let's make it 0.75. Hit enter, and it comes down to, so it relatively becomes smaller. Okay, by default it only chooses the first six respondents. You can selectively choose to add or remove respondents. Okay, so this is coming from here. This is what the final map will look like now. By the way, you can also explore this. I mean, if you reduce this to, let's say, let's make this 1, these will come down in some sense. These will come down. If I make it 1.5, these go up. You make it this, these go up even more. Let's leave it at the default of 1.5. So we saw this one also. Yeah. The last thing I will want to show you is this tab, spider chart. Okay. So this is a chart. I will explain how this works. But for spider chart, yeah, you have to choose at least two. You can remove some of these and you will see that, yeah. So paper and company has come. If I want to remove office star, yeah, you can remove office star and the map changes. You can remove, let's say, supermarket and the map changes, or you can put them back. Okay. By the way, in the JSM plot, yeah, you can remove an attribute. Okay, so large choice is this attribute. Yeah. And once you remove an attribute, the entire map reconfigures. Okay, you could remove product quality, convenience, and the entire map will reconfigure. Okay, all right. And with that, I can head back to the rest of the lecture, where now that you have seen how to navigate the maps, I will now talk about how to read the map, how to interpret it, and so on. You can try this on example 2, for instance, which is given. Yeah. Okay.